Okie dokie, it's been a while since I've said this, but the king of all push exercises, no matter if you're doing calisthenics or gym, right? It's the planche. And the way I measure this is by carryover. When you go to the gym and you do your bench and you get your bench strong, every other movement in push will get stronger as well, right? You will be able to do more shoulder presses, you will be able to do better chest flies, and so on. However, if you take a chest fly, right, and you do a lot of chest flies, the carryover to your bench is going to be minimal, or it's not going to be as much on the bench. Like the carryover to bench is not going to be as much as the bench will carry over to chest flies, right? The bench is a harder movement. It's, a better horsecock movement, right? And in the same way, you have planche in calisthenics, right? Planche carries over to everything. Push-ups, dips, handstand push-ups, whatever you want to do, right? You can do it if you can do the planche. And that's not only limited to calisthenics, but you've all seen the videos, right? People from calisthenics trying the bench, benching 100 kilos, sometimes even up to 140 kilos, just by doing the planche. The planche has a huge carryover, not only in bodyweight exercises, but also all gym-related exercises, all push-related exercises, overhead press, bench press, you name it, the planche will make it better. But that's not the case vice versa. You can take a strong bencher, a strong overhead presser, he will never be able to do a planche without any training. So that's why I think the planche is the king of all exercises. So today we will be practicing planche. It's a push day, like I said. So, or did I say that? I don't know, but it's gonna be a push day. Again, shoulders and chest as usual. Starting off with a planche here for some heavy shoulder stuff. And I'm gonna start off with the hold, right? Everything in the planche starts from the hold. You can do as many push-ups as you want, right? But if you don't have a strong hold, your push-ups are not gonna be good form. So to get your planche strong, you need to first be strong in the hold itself. And for that, well, guess what? You're not gonna get there by not doing holds. So you have to do holds instead. So I'm gonna start off here with some light assisted planche, only like 5 to 6 kilos of assistance. I'm gonna do 5 rounds of, I'm gonna aim for 10 seconds. If it feels good, I'm gonna aim for 10 seconds of planche. And basically, I'm not gonna do EMOM. I'm not gonna do every minute on the minute. I'm gonna do it every 2 minutes on the minute. So a little bit more rest time. That's because I'm more focused on strength rather than endurance still, right? My aim is 20 seconds. It's a bit of endurance, but still like a lot of strength is involved. While for the phone lever, I'm aiming for 45 seconds. That's like lots of endurance, right? So for the phone lever, I prefer to do it every minute on the minute to get more endurance. But for planche, I think a little bit more rest time is appropriate. So let's get started. I have to watch here not to go too high in the planche, because like when I was looking back at the video from last training, I was like almost halfway in the press trying to hold the planche. So always make sure to check your form afterwards so that you can correct your stuff in the next training. Or even better, right? Check your form during the training so that you can adjust during the training. Alrighty, so round number 1 is done. 5 sets of 10 seconds hold with minimal assistance on the planche. Not bad, I'm feeling way better than last training already. But what I try to focus on here with the planche is always to just grab the bar as strongly as possible, squeeze it as hard as possible, and push forward, push forward, try to be as high in the planche as possible. Now, that does not mean that I'm gonna be like this with a round, hollow body, completely armadillo style in the planche. No, of course, you wanna be straight as well, but while being straight, it's impossible to push yourself as high as possible, get those arms as far out as possible, remove the lean or reduce the lean as much as possible. And all the while, how should I explain this? Like when you're standing up, you see that, like those soldiers in the fucking army, they stand up straight, right? They stand up like this, like as tall as possible. That's what you should be doing in the planches as well. And then all the while doing that, you try to be as high as possible. So, if you only aim for hollow body, only aim to be as high as possible, you'll be like this, right? Like armadillo, you've seen it before. But if you, stand up like a soldier in the planche, you will be straight. So that's kind of what I try to focus on. Squeeze the glutes as well, right? And that's how you get a good form. But this was a good first round of holds. It felt good, so I'm going to do a second one as well. And then move on to something else, because I am lacking some parts in this training so far. I'll fill you in on that after the second round. Alrighty, so far so good on the training. Very challenging holds, so the level was perfectly chosen. However, the training is still missing some spice, I did a lot of isometrics, a lot of holds, but I'm missing some movement here, guys. I'm missing some movement. These isometrics, I'm a big fan of them. Whether it's strength or hypertrophy, I think they're really good because they get you so strong, right? But they really start shining when you combine them with some moving exercises as well, right? So basically, everything that you're not static, push-ups or presses, for example, in the planche, or even just like handstand push-up, right? But do something that it's not static. Because if you're only doing static stuff, there is a whole other world of gains that is waiting for you. So in this case, I'm gonna do some planche push-ups, or at least try to. I'm actually quite fucking tired already from the holds, but I wanna try and do something, something with movement in the full planche. I'm gonna try it non-assisted, maybe even move down to straddle, but I just wanna feel it because I feel like it's gonna give me some gains coming for the next training. I'm in this difficult balance right now, where I can hold the planche, right? But it's like the transition from strength to endurance. So, basically, you got a lot of parts to cover, right? I've done the volume holds right now, but still I gotta do some long sets of hold as well. Not today, but still. And then also I gotta focus on strength stuff, heavy stuff, to make the planche feel light. That's one of the things that I'm still missing is, I can hold the planche for 16 seconds, but at no point does it feel incredibly light. So that's all things we can still focus on, things we can improve upon to become stronger. And right now, like I said, just focusing on some planche push-ups for a couple of sets. Holy shit! I was not expecting to press that. The holds have been paying off. I feel much stronger after the push-ups, even though I feel fucking weak as shit right now. Whew! All right. That was a little sit inspired by my Japanese friends. You know, they always do like the planche and then they move into some 90-degree handstand push-ups. And I gotta say, the burning sensation, you know, combined with the last straddle planche or whatever, it feels good. I mean, I guess if you're doing this with tuck planche, you can do you can achieve the same stuff by doing your tuck planche and then moving into some pike push-ups. But this is very good. I think I feel fucking tired as fuck. This is gonna be the last sit, I believe, or this was the last sit. Now I'm gonna move on to some push-ups. I really felt or liked how the push-ups felt last time, the 2 sets of 50. So I'm just gonna repeat that, but add some weight as well. Not too much, but like 6 kilos or something. Whoopsie! Whoopsie, I lied. One more set, boys. All right. Now we move on to push-ups. Alrighty, boys. Sabaton playing in the background. 50 push-ups. About to be destroyed. Like these push-ups, right? When you're doing planche the entire training, you know, short sits, power focused. It's heavy on the joints, but by doing some high rep stuff, you get the blood flowing, good pump. That's some hashtag health stuff. Hashtag health, hashtag vegan. So let's get going. Alright. I was like thinking throughout the set, like, what the fuck is this feeling so much harder than last time? And it was just because I forgot that I had my backpack on. Whew. I'm gonna keep it at this for today. I was planning to do 2 sets, but I think 1 set is enough of a stimulus. So let's have a chat and discuss today's training. Holy shit. Alrighty, and you can go ahead and call me a pussy in the comments for skipping out on that last set of push-ups. But don't confuse the ends by the means, you know. I do these push-ups as an accessory. Of course, the sick chest pump is also to be desired, but mainly these push-ups are to get the body loose as a goose after a heavy planche push session. And you know, when I have lighter sessions, sometimes I do go a bit heavier on the chest work. But for today, you know, planche itself was already a workout in of itself. So only 1 set of of push-ups is sufficient, especially with the backpack. But next time there might be a second set, because holy shit, it does feel good. So if I have a bit of a lighter session, bit of a shorter session, not as much energy for the planche, you can be damn sure I'll spend it on some push-ups and get the titties going. But yeah, today, very good session, very satisfied. I was actually surprised in the push-ups, like how it didn't feel light, but I just had the strength, I've been doing these holds like so much lately, right? And I haven't been doing a lot of push-ups, so I didn't really have the feeling of push-ups anymore. But before, like when I came back from the push-up, I would just lose my form completely. And now, it wasn't perfect, of course, but it went way better. I had way more strength in the planche position. And that's what I was talking about in the beginning. Planche carries over to everything, right? Bench, overhead press, handstand push-ups, but of course also planche push-ups and planche presses. You're not going to be able to do proper planche push-ups if you're not able to do a planche. So, when people talk about basics, they often think about, dips and push-ups and pull-ups, and correct, those are basics. But like within skills, you have the basics as well. And I really feel like lately, like the holds in planche, front lever, Nordic curls, whatever, even the pistol squat in the bottom position, right? The hold in the bottom position, like these holds, these isometrics, they form the basis for strong skills. So you have to get adapted to those positions by training them a lot. At least that's kind of like the conclusion I'm drawing from my latest training. Hopefully, the conclusion is something that you can apply as well. But yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow we have a pull session, which of course I'm looking forward to, because who doesn't look forward to training front lever and getting a sick ass back pump, right? But yeah, that's for tomorrow. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower, have some breakfast, keep up the calories, keep them coming, and yeah, I'll basically see you tomorrow. 72 kilos plus, by the way, 72.1, like 72 and a half, something like that.